And I drink that one down, and another member of the family, you know, brothers and sisters, and their chosen people. And they would ask different ones of them would ask me, did you have wine, Katie? No. And if I said yes, I wouldn't get any more. And that was the beginning of my alcoholism. From that day forward, I never took one drink. I had one and I had them all. That was the compulsion. It just set that up in me, and I had to have more. Well, when I got down to, when I was at the dinner table, my alcohol caught up with me, and I passed out. And my mother, if she thought she was going to have another kid like my father, she'd probably given me the gas pipe right then. If she only knew what was to come, I'm sure she would have given me the gas pipe. And I love my mother very much. She was a stapling factor in our family. And it was just hard for her because my father was an alcoholic, and he was a salesman for furniture. And he went into the coal mines and sold the coal miners furniture, you know, bedroom sets, and he guaranteed to stand behind every one of them. But it was a life that he could drink when he wanted to, and the coal miners didn't care. And it was a tough road for us because he drank up all the money that he made, and we didn't have anything to eat many times. And my mother was a whiz at managing money. I wish I'd have taken that after her. And she was, she could squeeze a buffalo nickel and it would scream. She got more out of money than anybody I ever saw. And my father gave her $5 a week to feed 7 of us for the whole week. And, you know, that was impossible. But in those days, things were very cheap. But of course, you didn't make much money either. And it was a dog-eat-dog society. We had many, many problems with my father, and I saw the degradation that we had just from his drinking. And I swore I'll never drink like he does. That was a wild assumption. When he was around, it was always chaos. And I really hated to see him come home because he would always be argumentative, you know. He was a fighting drunk, and it was very unsettling to our whole family. And my brother and I came home from school one day and found my father choking my mother to death. And my brother, he was 13, he was 5 years older than me. And he picked a candlestick up off of the mantel, and he let him have it right on the head and knocked him out. We called the police, they took him away, and that was the last I saw of him. He wasn't allowed to come back to our home. There was a restraining order against him. So every day, or every Saturday, I would have to go up to the furniture store and get the $5 that we were supposed to eat on all week. And my mother, she was a wonderful cook. Oh, She made the best bread in the world. And she could stretch food like you never believed. It was just phenomenal to watch this woman operate. Well, I stayed on the wagon after that Thanksgiving. And I didn't touch another drop until I got in high school. And this was when World War II, not one, but two. And everything was rationed, and everything was, you know, you had to budget everything. Alcohol was rationed, cigarettes was rationed, meat, we had coupon books, and we just had, you know, that much and nothing else. Well, like I say, my mother could stretch anything. And when I finally got to high school, and here's some of the kids, you know, they were drinking beer and wine. I thought, boy, I wonder what that tastes like. Now, I was 6 foot tall in school, and when I went to high school, and I weighed about 125 pounds. I was the American version of Twiggy, if you remember who Twiggy was. I was so tall and so thin, they called me Stretch. And I thought I was something else because I had the nickname, and everybody knew who I was. I could dance. I could just dance jitterbug. We used to go down to Fred's Park. That was a drive-in. And we'd go inside, and my mother always gave me 25 cents for lunch. And you go down there, and you could buy a hot dog for 15 cents and a milkshake for 10 cents. And there was always somebody there that had a nickel, and we put it in the jukebox, and we'd dance the whole alleyway. I loved it. But I found out that I could drink better, I could dance better if I had a drink. So I really could. I was so relaxed. You know, all through high school, I wanted to be a cheerleader. I so envied this little 5'2", blonde, blue-eyed cheerleader, and I wanted to be her so bad I couldn't see straight. Well, in high school, the first drink I got, I immediately turned into this blonde cheerleader with pom-poms. And that was amazing to me. I thought, oh my God, no wonder the old man drank. This is marvelous. I can be anybody I want to be. And I could dance better, and I could sing better, and I could do everything better. That was the answer to my prayer. I wanted that booze. And the minute I took one drink, it wasn't enough. When they say one drink's too many and 1,000's not enough, I believe that. And we went to football games on Friday night, but we'd be under the bleachers drinking our booze and having a heck of a good time. I don't know who won what, but it sure was fun, and nobody looked for us under the bleachers. That's where I was every Friday night, high school football game. And that lasted all year. I did manage to graduate from high school, and that was a big accomplishment for me. I wasn't good at math. Still I'm not, although I was a bookkeeper for years.